Okay. Good morning. It is coming on toward 8:30 in the AM on Moon Day morning, the 28th of February 2022 in the lunar cycle. Beat that, keep some. Last part of the month of February, believe it or not, and last part of our 5th of 7 lunar or winter lunar cycles. I was just checking to see if the geese had come back this morning, and obviously they have. I am excited to see what's going to happen out here in the next few weeks. Over the past week, we've had just cold temperatures, dipping the last weekend into the -20, and the geese here went away. The water closed up again. The geese went away, and I started getting concerned because these guys are gonna be laying eggs by my calculations about 3 weeks from now, not even. Close to 3 weeks from now, and they should be here every day, snow or ice or whatever at this point, squabbling for territories. And as you can see, even though there's a couple of 1-2 couples out here, most of these geese are still in these large formations that normally throughout the lunar cycle, beat that, eat some throughout that eagle moon, they kind of break off. And coming into this new lunar cycle, saw eat some, the duck moon that we're going to be entering, they would be coupled and they would be kind of squabbling over territories and such. Now, my timing for the egg laying is at the first full moon after the equinox. What's troubling me a little bit this year is that the full moon that I would normally think that they would be laying their eggs on is coming 1 or 2 nights before the equinox. I haven't experienced that before, so I don't know if that's going to throw off the timing. If it's going to be a whole another lunar cycle yet before they nest. I don't think so, but I bet it could be somewhere in between. I don't know, we'll see. But I'd be surprised if they didn't nest early. I mean, the owls nested early a little bit right at the beginning of the lunar cycle. Beat that, keep some, if not even a little bit before that. Yeah, I still think within 3 weeks these guys are going to start laying eggs. Crazy as that sounds. But we'll see. It's not too cold today, about 3 degrees above zero. I need to get into Samus, get my work day started. I figured I'd take the camera with me today. Not that I'm expecting a lot of interesting things to happen, but I do have some updates. It's been just over a week, I think, since I posted my last video, so got a few clips here and there. I tried to make videos during the week, but I didn't have a day that had enough going on to really make it worth posting. Had a lot of good intros in the mornings, and then it didn't go anywhere from there. So let's hope today is different. Headed into Samus. I do have on my agenda this morning, I'll be going to Maple Leaf Foods, where they, I believe they deal largely in swine, so to speak. They process animals there, and I'll be starting I'm going there because I'm starting my job development role at Samus, where I'm trying to line up employees with different companies where they can get, hired and get make some money. So we're starting at Maple Leaf. Got an appointment at 10, and we'll see how that goes. I doubt I'm going to be able to bring the camera in with me or anything like that, or even that it's appropriate with my work. But that's what's on my agenda this morning, other than hanging out at the studio and kind of doing end of month reporting and that kind of thing. It is the 28th. We roll into March tomorrow. All right, so I'm here at Maple Leaf, going into my meeting. I'm a little bit scared of what I'm going to see in there. I don't really want to see food processing, but go check it out. Yeah, so I did not bring camera in there, nor did I access my phone to take any images or anything like that in there. It's the kind of place like you can go visit yourself if you want to go see something like that. It was, basically what I expected. A large barn attached to a processing plant. They process 1,500 swine a day. And so the pigs are just basically moved up a chute, shocked and then prodded, shocked and then basically jugular cut. So they bleed out while their body is shocked, and then their bodies are hooked up and brought down a line. At this plant, they do a Japanese style processing. That's what their main thing is, and their primary clients. And so it's a skin off processing, which I guess is different than what they do in a lot of other places. So they sell the skins, and it's one of the first things to come off of the pig, even before it's gutted and all of that. They strip the skin off. All the workstations in there, almost everything is done by hand with people cutting, not machines. And so it moves through that kill area and the skinning area, and then goes into a different station to be gutted, and of course the liver and hearts and all of that stuff is separated, sent up for processing in another room, and then the rest of the pig is brought around to where it's butchered up in on this room it has like 4 different lines to process different parts of the pig. So I got to go take a tour, got to go see what that place is about, and what it's like, and it's work, it's like factory work. I've done factory work before, not food, but woodwork, and it's working a line. But they seem to have a kind of a enlightened management approach going on there. They don't like their workers to just have this one position that they stay in. They like them to be able to move around the shop. They try to groom their workers to get more skills, to move up in the ladder of their employment. The starting rates aren't great, but this is like the kind of place I might send a young person to somebody. They got to be strong and they got to be good workers too. So maybe young being like in their early to in their 20s, I guess, maybe send people over that way, or just somebody that's really needs a job and is if I got guys that are farm experienced and stuff like that, that's kind of almost perfect. Anyway, that was an interesting experience. Then I went home and had lunch with Britt, and now I'm gonna go into the office. But I've got this in the mail, and this is gonna be interesting. We're gonna open this. This is from the Pitauius family school in Calgary. Bitao is being like, I don't know if they're meaning like eagle speaker or eagle food. So I'm not sure what it is. I think it might be an offering, a payment of some sort for some assistance that I have given online for language or something like that. Anyway, we'll see when we get in and check out what's going on in the studio. All right, let's see what we got. I'm betting it's tobacco. Card. Ah, yes. This is ceremonial tobacco imagination. The card reads, "Please accept this tin of tobacco as a thank you for always answering my questions. I so appreciate your friendship, Brian. Thank you. Hi, merci, megwich, nitsikta si daki. The Bitalius Family School." And this is from Marlene Yellowhorn. So, very nice. Yes, she asks me lots of language questions and stuff online now and then, and so this is her doing me right, giving me some kind of payment. That's cool. I like that school. I've went out there and done a few kind of brainstorming sessions with them for some of the projects they had. It's kind of a neat school for Native kids in Calgary. Anyhow, not much going on in the actual classroom today. There's lots going on, but they're working on business plans. It's not particularly anything to show, but I do got a little clip, I think, from last week's drum making I'll play.
Grab that receipt.
Oh yeah, you going there? Cool.
Just squeeze by you.
Yeah, it's over there. Sherda has it in front of her.
From a little bit of the process in progress.
It will look great, because that's just the inside, right? Like, not a bunch of people are looking on the inside, right? Everybody wants to see the outside. Yeah.
Okay, go get your hide. Pull it out.
Picture that.
Making your hold.
Oh, I better finish my rattle. I gotta put this away.
Yeah. Punch some holes in there for.
All right, it is, believe it or not, 4:30 in the afternoon, coming on evening time already. My day kind of flew by. I'm headed home. I'm almost there, but not going to stick around. Just picking up Britt, and we are going south a little ways and setting up a skunk trap. The small mammal trapping and relocation business has been super slow, as I've been expressing in pretty much all my videos for the past 2 months or so. It hasn't picked up yet. Once it does start picking up, my day is going to be extended because I need to start waking up earlier to kind of check my trap lines and the likely traps to have hit. But right now it's so sporadic, it doesn't make any sense to do that. I think I had in the last week, I had one raccoon that I picked up. This was a raccoon from the west side, where a resident of Ridgewood believes that there are at least 2 animals living in her crawl space. So I'm hoping to catch another one. But yeah, other than the one raccoon, everything has been very, very slow. Setting traps, a couple of traps, 2-3 traps a week, but not hitting too much. So we're gonna go set another one tonight, and I'm hoping things pick up, before too long with that business. But regardless, just keep rolling. Little Lucy. So back home now, and we set that skunk trap. Hopefully we'll get an animal by morning. Just chilling out now, and had dinner, and we're watching some shows, crocheting. Britt and I have been practicing crocheting over the last week. What are you upset about, Mr. Oscar? What's the big hubbub? Uh-huh. He doesn't know. He's probably mad because I'm standing here talking. He wants to be sleeping. Anyway, this is Britt's first hat that she made. My first hat that I made. Little beanie. Both of them are a little too shallow, hey? Need to expand them a bit. All right, Oscar. He's right pissed off. So I'm going to turn off the camera. Turn off the light. Let him have his bedtime. And I'll leave you with a little clip of Nacho Dorito, the fish, how he's doing in that tank. He's doing all right.